The Chase Sapphire Preferred card has a new sign-up bonus of 60,000 ultimate rewards points plus a $300 travel credit after spending $4,000 in your first 3 months of having the card. This is actually a pretty awesome deal, and I think it's actually the best one we've seen this year, so it is officially the best time to get this card. I'm sure everyone has talked to you about how great the Sapphire Preferred card is, so this card needs no introduction. Let's talk about how to absolutely maximize every aspect of this card so that you could beat that $95 annual fee. We're going to be going over how to maximize the sign-up bonus, the main benefits the card has to offer, and maximizing the point multipliers. Follow these steps and you'll get every benefit there is from this card. Section 1, the sign-up bonus. As stated earlier, the offer is giving you 60,000 ultimate rewards points plus a $300 travel credit after spending $4,000 in your first 3 months of having the card. First, let's go over how to maximize that $300 travel credit. Now, it has to be used through the Chase portal and it has to be used within the first year of having the card. Now, a great way to use this credit is to spend it on hotel purchases because the Sapphire card actually comes with a $50 hotel credit as well. So now you could basically get a $350 hotel room credit. It's generally pretty hard to use that $50 hotel credit anyways because it's really hard to find a hotel room that just goes for like $50. I mean, sometimes you could just use it for like resort fees or something, but pairing it with the $300 actually gets you a nice room. And I think a great way to use this would be either in Asia or somewhere in Vegas on the weekdays. And this way you can get multiple nights at some really nice hotels. Now, as for those 60,000 ultimate rewards points, well, you have the option of cashing them out for $600, or if you use it through the travel portal, you get a 1.25 times multiplier, meaning those 60,000 ultimate rewards points are actually worth $750 when redeemed for travel. But we can do a lot better than that 1.25 times multiplier. This is where transfer partners come in, and here are going to be 2 examples where you can get way more than just $750 in value from those 60,000 ultimate rewards points. Here's a flight that I found from New York to Paris, one-way flying business class using Air France that would only cost you 50,000 ultimate rewards points after you transfer it out to Flying Blue. Now, this flight is originally priced at $2,493, but instead of spending $2,493 on this one-way flight, you can simply just spend 50,000 ultimate rewards points, which is a way better redemption than just $750. Now, by using the equation cost of travel in dollars over the cost of travel in points times 100, we can get the cent per point value. In this situation, it would be $2,493 over 50,000 ultimate rewards points times 100, and that gives you 4.9 cents per point, which is a ton better than just 1.25 cents per point. So instead of getting $750 in value, you get $2,500 in value simply by transferring out your points to something like Air France. Now, if you want to learn more about how to actually book these business class and first class flights, well, I actually have this video right here on how to maximize your credit card points, so make sure to check that out if you're interested. Another example here, if you're interested in hotels, is transferring your points out to World of Hyatt, which is always a safe bet because they give you the best bang for your buck in terms of points in the cash value. For example, here is the Park Hyatt in the Maldives. Now, each night at the Park Hyatt would cost you a whopping $712, but instead of spending $712, we can actually spend only 30,000 ultimate rewards points. Now, since we get 60,000 ultimate rewards points from that one sign-up bonus, well, we can actually book 2 of these nights, which would give us the value of $1,424, which is absolutely insane. And again, this is going to be so much better than that $750 we get from the Chase travel portal. $1,424 is so much better than a $750 value. If you don't know where to spend your points, I recommend just going to World of Hyatt because you'll just absolutely get a good value no matter what. If you just take your Chase points, go to the transfer tab, and then transfer that out to World of Hyatt, you will definitely get really good value here. So to conclude, use that $300 travel credit and pair it with that $50 hotel credit. And if you don't know what to do with your points, the safe bet is to always just transfer it out to Air France or World of Hyatt, and those will give you the most bang for your buck. This way you can get a ton of value and beat that annual fee for many, many years to come. Section 2, the main benefits. Now, the main benefit we mentioned earlier is going to be that $50 hotel credit when you spend it through the Chase travel portal. All you have to do is book a hotel room through the Chase travel portal, and Chase will reimburse you $50 on your statement. You also get a complimentary Dash Pass subscription that's worth up to $120 annually, plus you get a $10 DoorDash credit when you spend on non-restaurant spend. You also get 5 times points on Lyft purchases and 5 times points on Peloton purchases, and I think that these are just kind of whatever. I mean, if you use Lyft a lot, that's great, but Peloton, that kind of sucks. Now, what's really cool about this card too is that it actually comes with a lot of protections, so let's go over all of them. You get trip cancellation insurance, purchase protection, extended warranty protection, baggage delay insurance, trip delay reimbursement, and my absolute favorite, primary auto rental coverage. Now this is really good because I feel like a lot of airline companies these days are just canceling flights last minute, delaying the flights like crazy. So these protections are going to really help you out if you're ever in those situations. And I'm talking about you, Spirit and Frontier. You guys have been dropping the ball these days. I guess, well, you've always been dropping the ball. I feel like it's almost a surprise when Spirit or Frontier is on time. Like, that's how bad they are. Now, primary auto rental coverage is going to be my absolute favorite here because it just saves you so much money on your trips whenever you rent out a car. For example, I booked a 5-night stay in Hawaii this year and we had a car for all 5 days. Now, insurance for each day would cost me $42 for each night, meaning for 5 days, that would cost me $210. And because I have this Chase Sapphire Preferred card, I could just decline that insurance because my car protects me instead of having to buy that insurance. So I literally just saved $210 thanks to Chase. And this protection right here, I feel like literally just pays for the annual fee itself, because if you just rent out a car, which a lot of people do because they just need a car during their travels, this will save you on like tons of money, especially if you have a long trip. So make sure you use that $50 hotel credit, use your Dash Pass subscription, get that $10 monthly DoorDash credit, and make sure to use all your protections whenever you need the protections on travels or with your purchases. Section 3, the point multipliers. Now the card comes with 5 times points on bookings through the Chase travel portal, and this excludes the $50 hotel credit. So when you get that $50 hotel credit, that doesn't earn any points. You get 2 times points on all of the travel purchases, 3 times points on dining and takeout, 3 times points on online grocery only, not in-person grocery, only online grocery, and this includes Target and Walmart. You get 3 times points on streaming and 1 times points for everything else. Now the point multipliers here are just kind of whatever in my opinion. In my opinion, you don't really get this card to spend on too much, you just get it for the main benefits and for the transfer partners. This is why I think it's so important to pair this card with the Freedom Flex card, because that gives you 5 times points on some pretty legit categories on up to $1,500 in spend per quarter. Now these categories can be things like dining, grocery, in-person grocery, Amazon purchases, things that you actually spend on, and you get 5 times points on them. And granted, it's only up to $1,500 per quarter, but it's still a great way to earn points. Now, the reason why you can pair them together is because they both earn ultimate rewards points, and you can actually share them amongst those 2 cards. For example, if you earned 20,000 ultimate rewards points with the Chase Freedom Flex card, well, you can use those same 20,000 points with your Chase Sapphire Preferred card, and you can transfer it over to different partners. So I think in terms of point multipliers, the Chase Sapphire Preferred card is just whatever. So I think that's why it's imperative to pair it with the Flex card. In this way, you can earn points that fuel the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. Now the Flex card always has a really good sign-up offer, so I'll make sure to put that in the description of this video if you're interested in getting the Freedom Flex card. So to sum it all up, make sure you use those points and make sure to exclusively use it for transfer partners. And this is where you can get a ton of value. I'm talking up to thousands of dollars in value. Air France and World of Hyatt are generally going to give you the best bang for your buck in terms of credit card points. So if you don't know where to use your points, make sure to look there. I'm also going to be coming up with a video on how to find all these award flights and how to absolutely maximize your Chase points, so make sure to look out for that video. As for the main benefits, you get that $120 Dash Pass subscription, and you get $10 in monthly DoorDash credits on non-restaurant spend. And you got that $50 hotel credit, and make sure to pair it with that $300 travel statement credit that you got from the sign-up bonus. Use your protections for when airlines mess up your flight, and use that primary auto rental car insurance. Lastly, pair the Chase Sapphire Preferred card with the Freedom Flex card so that you can earn points that can fuel your rewards, and then you can get some really awesome flights, first and business class flights preferably. Once you've done all that, the Chase Sapphire Preferred card is going to give you a ton of value, and it's going to give you way more value than that $95 annual fee. I'll make sure to put the offer in the top comment of this video so you can just find that $300 travel credit plus those 60,000 ultimate rewards points. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked this video and found it helpful. I would really appreciate it, and thank you so much for watching to this point. Let me know what you guys think about the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say down below, and I will see you guys on the next one.